Just a bit of a disclaimer, this episode of Mixed Signals was shot out of focus accidentally and contains some views that may be seen as sexist if taken out of context. We highly encourage you to watch the entire video and to actually listen to what we're saying before you jump to any conclusions down there in the comments section. Thanks for watching and enjoy. Hey, and welcome to an off-topic version of Mixed Signals, or the off-topic version of Mixed Signals. I'm your host, Devontae Chisholm, joined as always by Mark Lee and Israel Sanchez. This is your weekly off-topic podcast here on Mixed Signals, and if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, the like button on this video, and then at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you to leave a comment. Don't do it just yet. We're going with something Marcus wants to talk about this week.
One of my friends posted a status saying who should pay the rent. If just to get any of the disclaimers out the way, she was talking in a hypothetical situation where there's one man and one woman. That hetero relationship, who should pay the rent?
Mm-hmm.
So, I argue that the man and the woman should split the rent.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, well, no, because, then we're just roommates.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
yeah.
You are roommates.
Yes.
In every sense of the word.
A relationship is just a glorified friendship. So is a marriage. And moving in with somebody is just a glorified roommate. That's all it really is. I feel like I'm on the mindset where it's just example, there's no place this cheap. If there is, hit me up in the comments. Hit me up in a private message. But if the rent is $100.
Shit.
Okay, I give 75, you get 25. Something like that, that could work too.
She said, well, see, that's the problem with you men today. You men don't want to be men. You men don't know how to be men.
Ooh!
Back in the day, you ready? Back in the day, the husband used to come home and give the check to the wife. That's how, and the wife would pay the bills and the rent and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you this.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm just like, so you know why that happened? Because the woman didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
The woman took care of home and took care of the kids.
Yep. She had nothing for herself. She was looked down upon. She was a piece of the man owned her. And women fought for the right to do stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
You fought for the right to do stuff. I'm not sexist or anything like that. People think I am or whatever, but it's just sometimes I get annoyed at certain things like that. And I'm not saying it's all women either. I'm not saying that. But why even fight to get your wages higher into this and to that if you still just want the man to take care of you? Where's all your money gonna go then?
That's exactly what I told her. I was like, so wait a minute. I was like, so wait a minute. You want the man to pay the bulk of the rent.
Mm-hmm.
That's money out of his check that he's not being able to spend on himself.
Or anything else.
Anything else. You want him to take care of the big bills.
Mm-hmm.
While you get to keep your money and what's left over the bills.
Mm-hmm.
I think through it all, there has to be a balance. It's clearly it's not so cut and dry and black and white when it comes to a situation like this. There's so many factors that come into play.
Yeah. How
long you've been in a relationship with this person, both people's income levels, how they both feel, how they were raised. It's just so much for you to just be oh, well, I want him to pay for everything, then you should be able to compromise to a certain extent.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm because I wouldn't mind in a situation where, with my girlfriend, I'm paying for everything and all that. Well, then, when you're home, even if you work too, you can keep your money fine, but don't ever ask me for house chores. Don't ever. Ever. If I'm paying for if I'm paying for everything and all that, then you should be able to contribute in that sense, or at least put your money into the place we live.
Yeah.
Like, cause I wouldn't mind it where like, you know, all right, I'll pay rent, I'll pay utilities. Okay, so then you got to do groceries and like I guess internet or whatever in the phone,
Yeah.
and then just whatever, like a certain amount of money, like put it towards making our place a better place for the future, or investing it into something for both of us. You know what I'm saying? Like I just like for it to just be so like 100-0 and then you get to spend your money on everything, like whatever you want, but then you complain when, you know, I'm always broke, but I'm taking care of us and all that. Like, I just feel like it's wrong.
What's her name?
You
We're not. All right, we'll move on here. What does it start with?
S.
All right, S. Do you want a boyfriend/husband, or do you want another father? That's what you need to ask yourself whenever you're going into a relationship and you're going in to move in with this guy.
That's deep.
Do you want to be with him because he's going to act as your new dad, take care of you in every little step of the way? Or do you want a life partner, someone that to share your life with? Not for him to just take care of you. You need to really look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself which one of those you want. Because clearly you're aiming towards the dad lane.
Yeah.
And if that's what you want to do, fine. There's plenty of guys out there that want to be a father, again, to a grown-ass woman who can take care of herself. But just some food for thought.
Back in the old days, the women used to stay in the house and cook my food. My food better be ready at 6:45 when I come in.
Yep. But in
Well, you can't say
2017, yeah, in 2017, you can't say that.
God
Like, you
forbid.
can't say that a woman needs to only be in the kitchen in 2017. But
Like the house better not be in any less
yeah,
than spotless form
Yep.
than I come in.
and she better be beautiful. Better get home. She better not have her hair up, sweatpants, shit. Like, nope. She better be beautiful.
Been home all day.
Makeup
What are you
on,
doing?
everything.
Someone's gonna pause this video at the same exact time, hit the dislike, and give the meanest comment. Oh my god.
Someone's gonna take just sound bites
Just
of
whoop.
all the sexist
Yeah.
things that
We're
we're
gonna
saying.
pop up on,
Even
like,
though we have, it's because we're making a counter argument.
Argument.
We're exaggerating, but people are just gonna take it out and just be like,
Look at these.
this is what they meant.
These fucking pigs. Come up to like some type of agreement because every single relationship is different. Every single situation is different. You're not accounting, you know, where you live because every state's like if we're in Jersey, man, fuck that. Like you're paying out the ass for like everything. But I mean, it's just so much. And then you also have to take into account like the debt that each person's in because I can make more money than you, but I could also be in a lot more debt than you.
Yeah.
You know, you could be only making $2,000, but you ain't got to spend that much because you're debt free. I could be making twice as much, but I could have like $40,000 of debt on my back because of school and credit cards and all that. So it's just so much that you have to like just put in. So to just generalize it in that way is very ignorant.
All right.
And like one of the things.
One more thing, and then we're out of time.
Yeah. One of the things that she said was just like, oh, it's so unattractive to hear a man be like, hey babe, you're going to give half on the rent. I'm just like, why? Why is that unattractive? But it's not unattractive for you to be like, hey babe, I need my nails done. Can you? Why is that not attractive?
Yo,
That
there's so
unattractive.
many dislikes. There's so many. No one
we
actually. People are
shouldn't-
gonna like
we
hit like a
shouldn't-
minute or two and just dislike and
Listen,
just comment. And
we
not hear
shouldn't
the whole
get
thing.
any type of dislikes because, again, there was a whole movement about this. Women fought to be in the position that they are now, and they're still fighting to get a better position. You know, every single day. That's like
This is literally
like,
two steps back.
Yeah, it's like this is a huge like I guess a weird example that I'm gonna make, but it's like as if we're just like, hey, you know, like back in the day they picked cotton, so let's just go back and do that. We fought to move up. We fought to move out of that space. Why do you want to go back to that?
Oh my god.
Women fought to have rights. Take those rights by the nuts and use them to pay your rent, to live your life. Don't let a man live your life for you. Don't let a man dictate what you can and can't do. All right.
Yeah.
So that's all we have time for. Thank you so much for watching this. Give us some likes down below if you like this. I mean, if you dislike it and you're on the side where you're on the side where you want it to be all old fashioned, then fine, give it a dislike. And hit subscribe and all that stuff for more of Mixed Signals every single week, and we will see you in the next one.